blame is a solution. And I thought that's great. That's really true. That's why we blame people, right? Well, it's a fucking Jews problem, or it's the blacks problem, or it's women's problem, or men are the problem, or whatever. And the minute you blame someone, it's not your fault. And so it's really, really, really tempting to blame. And I think we need to find alternatives to that, and that involves good old-fashioned talking. But how the fuck we're going to do that in a world which I was listening to Joe Rogan. I can't remember who he was talking to, and sometimes I'll hear something and go, "That sounds like a crazy conspiracy theory," but not everything is, sadly. And he was talking to whoever the guest was about this phenomena that makes sense to me, of back to memes, how the Russians, the Chinese, the British, the Americans, probably every other government in the world release divisive memes. So they'll release a funny meme, like because they get shared a lot, and whether it's like I think they were using vaccination as the example, whether it's anti-vax or pro-vax, they don't give a shit. They'll release both, because what they want is to polarize people and divide people, because what you want is your enemy to be divided. You don't want it to be united. I thought that's an interesting phenomena, that this thing we created that we thought was going to bring us together, called the internet, is turning out to be more problematic than we realized. And it hasn't there's good things and there's bad things, but I think we're only beginning to recognize there's the shadow. The internet has a massive shadow, and so it's going to have to settle down, and maybe we need to learn how to utilize some of the technology. But we've got AI on the horizon, and we're in very, very, very unknown terrain as a species.